Okay, how do you find every parallelogram? Base times height. Okay, trapezoid is what? Okay, base 1 plus base 2, in parentheses, that's important, times height divided by 2. That's the way I do it anyways. There's other ways to write it, but that's the way I prefer it. Okay, how do you find every triangle? Base times height divided by 2. All right, number 4, how do you find every kite? Okay, so you take the diagonal 1 times diagonal 2, divide that by 2. How do you find every rhombus? Okay, so yeah, but same thing as a kite. And again, you could write that differently, but and then rectangle is just length times width, which a rectangle is a parallelogram, so it's really the same thing, base times height. I just like to think about it like that. Okay, so today we're not talking about any new formulas or anything. We're just taking what we've been talking about this whole week, and we're just going to just kind of put it together a little bit. So on this first one, what shape is this?
A triangle.
Obviously, this is a triangle. So how do we find the area of a triangle?
A equals base times height divided by 2.
Base times height divided by 2. So instead of us measuring like we've done this whole week, we're going to have it laid on a grid, and we're just going to count these dimensions that we need. Okay, so let's count the base down here. Now, the way I like to do it is to just count the squares, because sometimes when people start at this point, they're like, okay, do I count this as 0 or do I count it as 1? Well, just think of it as counting the squares. So like here's 1 square, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 squares. 12 units, okay? That's for the base. Now the height is going up to the tallest point up here. 90 degrees perpendicular to the base. So how tall is it? What's the height?
7.
Is 7. So base times height divided by 2. 12 times 7 divided by 2. What does it give you? Okay, 42. And this is not necessarily in centimeters or anything. So this is going to be 42 units squared. Now, this is going to seem a little bit weird, but we're going to go ahead and abbreviate it just to save you time today. You can just put U, okay? Just put U as an abbreviation of unit squared. I don't know if that's the proper way to do that, but that's the way we're going to do it. Because I want something there. So 42 units squared, or 42 square units. All right, next one. What is this? Okay, so this is a trapezoid. So for a trapezoid, I need the two bases, which are the two sides that are parallel to each other, and then I need the height, which is the distance directly between the two bases. So let's start off with the base up top up here. How long is this side? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Then how long is the base down here on the bottom? 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and then the height, and I know on yours, I should have made this a different color. That's too dark on your paper, but the height is that right there. It's 90 degrees, perpendicular to those two bases. The shortest distance between those two bases. And so that's 5 units, okay? So, base 1 plus base 2 times the height, all divided by 2. And this is going to give you a decimal. What does that give you?
37.5.
Yep, 37.5 square units. Okay, next one. What is this? This is a kite. So for the area of a kite, what do I need to measure? The diagonals. Yep. So the diagonal is from corner to corner like this. So let's start off with this diagonal. How long is that one? It's 8 units, and then the other diagonal runs here. How long is that?
12.
It's 12 units. So for Kite, it's diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. So 8 times 12 divided by 2, which is what?
48.
Is 48 square units. Okay, this fourth one, what is this?
A parallelogram.
This is a parallelogram. So to find the area of a parallelogram, how do we do that?
Base times height.
Just base times height. So all I need to know is the base and height. So let's start off with the base. This right down here, how long is this?
8.
It's 8 units, and then the height is just going straight up here, is 4. So it's just base times height, which is what?
32.
Okay, good. 32 square units. Now, what we're going to be doing is thinking a little bit here. Is we're going to have these different shapes that are kind of pushed together, and we're going to think about, okay, how can I split this up? Okay, so I'm thinking about how can I split this up into shapes that I do know how to find the area, because that shape by itself, I don't even know what you would call that really. Well, I mean,
A trap or triangle.
there you go, a triangle, something. All right, so here's what I'm going to do is, whoops. And on all of these, there's definitely going to be more than one way to do it. I mean, we could split it up like this. Well, no, that wouldn't be very good, but we could do it like this. But anyways, the easiest way on this one is to split it like this. Because you can see right here up top, you got a trapezoid. And down here on the bottom, you have a triangle. So what we're going to do is find the area of each piece and then just put them together. So let's start off with the trapezoid up here. So how long is this base of the trapezoid? 3 units. How long is this whole side? Good, that is 12. And then the height is what? Is 4. So let's go ahead and find the area of that first. So it's base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So 3 plus 12 in parentheses times 4 divided by 2. What does that give you? Okay, so 30 square units for that. Now let's find the area of the triangle. So on the triangle right here, how long is the base of this triangle? It's 4, and what's the height? It's 4, so it's a base of 4, height of 4, 4 times 4 divided by 2 is 8. So the so the trapezoid is the area of 30, the triangle is the area of 8. So together, what am I going to do to find the area of that whole thing? Yeah, just add them together. So what's that going to give you?
38.
All right, so that's going to give you 38 square units. Okay, on this one, how could we split this one up?
A trapezoid, that's what I think.
Okay, so I'm trying to see where the trapezoid would be at.
No, the whole shape, I thought it was a trapezoid.
Well, these two lines would have to be parallel to each other, and I don't think they are, because this has a slope of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this has a slope of -1. Well, this side, -1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has a slope of -4/5. So those are not parallel.
And you just make like 2 transits?
There you go. That's what I intended here. So yeah, if you just split it like this, it makes 2 triangles. You can see the top part is a triangle, the bottom part's a triangle. So let's start off with the top triangle. How long is the base of this triangle? It's 7 units. And what's the height of this triangle?
4.
It's 4. So I'm going to go 7 times 4 divided by 2, which is what? It's 14. Then on the triangle on the bottom, this one is 7, obviously still. And then what's the height?
3.
3. So this one's 7 times 3 divided by 2.
You get a decimal, right?
Yep,
10.5.
you get 10.5. So then together, what is that? Okay, good. 24.5 units squared. Yeah, no, it looked good whenever I was making them, but after I printed it, and it was too late by then, I should have checked it before I got done. Anyways, so on this one, what could I split this one up into?
Parallelogram and a triangle.
Good. So it's like a big parallelogram here with this weird triangle growth coming off the bottom of it. So, all right. How long is the base of this parallelogram? Is 8, and what's the height? Is 4.
And 8 times 4 is 32.
Yeah, so it's just base times height. 8 times 4 is 32.
Then the triangle.
The triangle, how long is the base of this triangle? Is 3, and then the height
2.
is 2.
3 times 2 divided by 2.
3 times 2 divided by 2, which is 3. Yep. So there's the area of the parallelogram, the area of the triangle, and together it's what?
34.
35.
Or 35. Oh, wait,
So we're going to be going out in the hall, and going to be going out there, finding the area of these shapes. Some of them are very easy. Some of them you're going to have to think a little bit on. Let me say this one thing. Please don't hit on the walls. It's very natural. I don't know why, but it's very natural just want to beat on the walls. Don't do that because there's classes going on in those other classes. So please don't hit on the walls, okay? All right, let's go out there and go for it.